Everybody, I decided to make a short video to explain the appropriate format for the citations from week one. And I wanted to remind you that using APA citation format is a process. It is difficult, but it is like riding a bike. It's hard until you can do it, but then you never forget. So don't be discouraged if you lost a point due to the APA. For each of you, if you would like to revise and resubmit, I'll give you the other point. And here, really your point is going to be for reviewing this video and acknowledging your understanding by posting it into week one. So here I've started with a section titled References. It's in Times New Roman, 12-point font, and this first one is the reference for a website, and I'm using this as an example website. I noticed that more than one of you used it. Very good. So to cite a web page, you start with the author of the web page, and that is usually the name of the organization. And I'm just going to go to that website, which is right here. And you can see here the organization that owns this web page or website. And if you scroll down, you'll also notice it right here as well. It also tells us the last time the website was updated. So we're going to use the organization as the author with a period, space, and then we're showing the year 2018, period, space. And then we're going to give the title. Now, something that's a little bit tricky is that in standard English and academic English, we've been taught to capitalize the important words, which would normally tell us to capitalize this S. But in APA, titles are slightly different. You only capitalize the first letter, a proper name, or a letter that follows punctuation, such as a colon, semicolon, period, or question mark. Basically anything except a comma. So I think the thing that was consistent across the board was a capital S in the title. It's a weird convention to get used to because it's counterintuitive to what we've been taught in school, but that's the rule. So all words are lowercase except for proper names, the first word of the title, and then, of course, something following a colon, semicolon, period, if there's one in the title. Here's another thing I noticed, and there's different ways of interpreting APA. So retrieved from, you don't need to include the date that you retrieve the website. And then you simply just put the website here. And in this case, I copied and pasted it in. It is not a live link. The reference has a hanging indent. And one last thing I'm going to remember to do is give it a double space. Okay, so there is the first reference. And this is a reference for a web page. One more thing I wanted to note, let's say you go to a website but you don't see a date for the last revision of the website. If you can find no date, and it's usually at the bottom, then you use the year. So if this did not say 2018, we would then assume 2018 and we would put it into our document here. Now, as far as, here's another video. And one of the things, remember, we do for author is last name, comma, first initial, period. Now, all we know is that he's Sir Ken Robinson, so we're going to refer to him with just the K. You don't include his title. And then we have our spaces. The video was in 2014, and how do I know that? You can either go to the web page. In this case, I had to actually follow through on YouTube, find the website, and make sure it's the same video. It was published in 2014. Well, actually here it says 2013. Okay, so 13, I'm going to go back in, change that. It was published in 2013, and I've included my title, How to Change Education from the Ground Up, period. Notice I did not capitalize change, I did not capitalize education, and I did not capitalize ground. The title is all lowercase except for the first letter. And again, I just write retrieve from, and here is the website. It's not a live link. I want to remember to give it a hanging indent and a double space. So here's my hanging indent and here's the double space. I've also placed them in alphabetical order. This one begins with a C, this one begins with an R, therefore the C comes before the R. Okay, so that's my little mini APA lesson for week 1. Please let me know if this is helpful for you. I can continue to do it as we go forward. As I said, this gets easier as you do it, and you're off to a great start.